Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for yielding, and to our witnesses for sharing their testimony for today. This is one of the issues I have a deep interest in. I talk to employers in my district. Workplace shortages are one of the key issues they're faced with, and certainly we need individuals to engage in the workforce. We need their talent, we need their skills, and it helps them to achieve their own American dream. So we want to be sure that this program is effectively serving the American workers and their communities. Ms. Conrad Bradshaw, a few questions just for you based on what you're doing at your business. I spoke with a technical college in my district, Thaddeus Stevens, which is a great school, who said they've been unable to be added to the eligible trainer provider list, ETPL, because the process in their mind was just simply too complicated to warrant doing it. And I'm wondering how you feel about the process. Do you think it accurately examines program quality, or is it like just making people jump through hoops? Do you think it works?
Thank you, Representative Smucker, for your question. And I would say that I think what your technical college is experiencing is relatively common for training providers to access the eligible training provider list. And what we are advocating for is that there is a very clear focus on program outcomes and program standards, and that for those programs that can demonstrate those standards reliably, that there should be a streamlined process to access the ETPL. And
do you think that would result in more high-quality programs?
I do. I do believe that the streamlining of the process will allow more high-quality programs to, one, access that, and also the transparency will then be there for the learner and employers to know which programs actually deliver results, right? With so many programs on the list, it's hard for both of those constituencies to determine which actually will deliver results for both parties. Yeah.
One of the other areas I want to just ask you about is I think it's really important that we have employers involved in workforce development, in helping to determine the needs that exist. I was a business owner myself for many years, and I serve on the Ways and Means Committee as well, and I've introduced legislation called the USA Workforce Tax Credit Act that would actually create a tax credit for employers who participate, who give contributions for apprenticeship programs for schools like Thaddeus Stevens or other programs, so that they create those kind of partnerships, and businesses are helping to develop the programs. And I was interested in Cengage, like how do you map employer demand? How do you ensure that you're building industry relevant content? Are there things from your approach that we should be learning in the workforce system?
Yeah. I appreciate, and Cengage works really closely with employers as well as industry-leading associations to ensure that all the programs that we meet, both are in high demand and are growing, right, so that they provide real opportunity for learners, and two, that the skills that we put into and the skills education that we put into those programs are really matching exactly what employers need and exactly what learners need in order to pass those certifications that are required in many professions these days. We see that close collaboration happening at many levels of the workforce, and we then also work with employers to not only map those didactic portions, but also the on-the-job pieces to ensure that there is a smooth on-the-job transition. Those types of programs that you were mentioning, apprenticeship and tax credit, we believe that the increased opportunity of those is going to benefit both employers and learners, and that requires that sort of close collaboration to map not only the skills, but also what does the demand projections look like over time to make sure that those training providers are mapping the number of people. So
thank you. And one more quick question. I'm sorry, this is all going to be to you. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to have time for, but online options as a part of the workforce development, part of WIOA programs. I think it's really important that we meet people where they are. We ensure that people can have access to the programs. And so, I was part of a letter to try to ensure that high quality online options could be available. I mean, it's the way a lot of people are learning today, and just want to get your thoughts on that.
I really appreciate the question. At Cengage, we believe in student choice, and we believe that all learners should have access to high-quality training and upskilling, and that is critical to actually meeting our nation's demand. The vast majority of students that we work with are oftentimes working multiple jobs, and so they access we have students signing into programs at 2, 3 a.m. in order to further their education, in order to further their career access. Providing access to online and hybrid opportunities that are going to be able to meet those learners where they are is critical for both those learners and for meeting the economic imperative.
Thank you.